Hello and willkommen zurück. Before we start our lesson for today, let's go through the old words one more time. Let's start with besondere Gelegenheiten. Besondere Gelegenheiten. Geburtstag. Geburtstag. Jahrestag. Jahrestag. Hochzeit. Hochzeit. Braut. Braut. Bräutigam. Bräutigam. Anzug. Anzug. Hochzeitskleid. Hochzeitskleid. Beerdigung. Beerdigung. Party. Party. Kuchen. Kuchen. Luftballon. Or for plural, Luftballons. Kerzen. Kerzen. Dekorationen. Dekorationen. Toast. Toast. Einladen. Einladen. Spaß haben. Spaß haben. Langweilig. Langweilig. And finally, sich langweilen. Sich langweilen. So, shall we start? Our lesson for today is a grammar lesson. And we are going to talk about equality when it comes to adjectives. Gleichheit in Adjektiven. what does this mean? This means we are going to talk about sentences where you are comparing two things and you are putting them at the same level. You know, like, you are as good as my friend. Or your house is as big as mine, and so on. So use an adjective, but both objects are at the same level. Let's start with a simple sentence like, my brother is as tall as me. In English, you use as plus the adjective and then plus as again. However, in German you say, mein Bruder ist genauso groß wie ich. So instead of as plus adjective plus as, you say genauso plus the adjective plus wie. Genauso means exactly so. And wie means, in this case, like. So eventually it does make sense. Let's see the second sentence. My house is as big as yours. Mein Haus ist genauso groß wie deins. Again, instead of as plus adjective plus as, you say genauso plus the adjective plus wie. And in the first and in the second sentence, you use the adjective groß to say tall or big. Because as you already know, in German, both words mean the exact same thing. And finally, the third sentence, pizza is as good as pasta. Pizza ist genauso gut wie pasta. Easy and simple, right? So let's continue. Now we are going to go through sentences to see if we've got everything right. Let's start with a sentence like, German is as difficult as English. By the way, I don't agree. I think that German is much more difficult than English. But the sentence in German means, Deutsch ist genauso schwierig wie Englisch. Deutsch ist genauso schwierig, schwierig means difficult, wie English. The second sentence, a watch costs as much as a ring. Watch might be a new word for you, so I've written it down. Watch means Uhr, and Uhr means at the same time a clock, like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and so on. Eine Uhr kostet genauso viel wie ein Ring. To cost is kosten. And as much as is genauso viel wie. A mobile phone is as useful as a computer. Ein Handy ist genauso nützlich wie ein Computer. the word nützlich could also be a new one for you, so write it down. A car is as fast as a train. Ein Auto ist genauso schnell wie ein Zug. You see how such a sentence is built? Genauso schnell, as fast as, and then you just add the words you want to compare. Wasser ist genauso wichtig wie Essen. Water is as necessary as food. Food and to eat in German both mean the exact same thing. To eat means essen, and food also means essen. The difference, however, is how you write the word. Because if you are writing the verb, then you write it with a small letter. But the word food is a noun, which means it's always written with a capital letter. Now, to make sure you've got it, try to read those sentences and translate them. Again, take it step by step. Read the sentence, try to find the right vocabulary, and then try to build a sentence. But first, let's go through the sentences together. Rice is as good as pasta. Dogs are as funny as cats. Funny might also be a new word for you. It means lustig. Italy is as beautiful as France. The house is as small as the apartment. Again, the word apartment might be a new one for you, and it means Wohnung. Die Wohnung. And finally, the socks are as warm as a scarf. So, translate them and you are going to compare the answers in a minute. So let's see what you've got. Reis ist genauso gut wie pasta. Rice is as good as pasta. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, right? However, Hunde sind genauso lustig wie Katzen. As you can see, Katzen and Hunde sind the plural forms of the words Hund and Katze, dog and a cat. And because they are written in the plural form, that's why you use the verb sind and not ist. But the adjective in this case stays exactly the same. Let's move to the third sentence. Italien ist genauso schön wie Frankreich. Italy is as beautiful as France. Das Haus ist genauso klein wie die Wohnung. This sentence is also self-explanatory, I think, right? And finally, die Socken sind genauso warm wie ein Schal. Again, Socken is the plural form of one sock. And because there are both of them, you say sind and not ist. But again, the adjective warm or warm stays exactly the same. And yes, you use the verb sind in the plural form, even if the second object, ein Schal, is not in the plural form. As long as the first object is written in the plural form, you use the verb sind. And vice versa. And that was the end of our lesson for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!